you will hear a tale of sorrow and of woe concerning Juliet and her...
Wrong play.
Oh. Ooh, wrong play. Oh, it was the best of times and it was the worst.
No, wrong again.
Oh. It was a dark and stormy night.
No.
What? Who picked that junk
Just
out?
get out of the way. We hope you enjoy our play about Two Eyes and her sisters. Once upon a time, there was a little family that lived all alone in a little cottage deep into the woods.
They had been there as long as they could remember.
And they never saw anybody else.
Now the oldest sister was no different from other people. Her name was One Eye. She had just one eye, right. The next sister was also quite ordinary. Her name was Three Eyes. She had one eye in her forehead and one on either side of her face.
But the youngest sister was quite different from the others. Her name was Two Eyes. And that's just what she had, 2 eyes.
These three sisters had a younger brother, and his name was Four Eyes. He was a little bit special.
Because Two Eyes was not like the others, her siblings were ashamed of her and picked on her all the time.
They dressed her in a rag with candy banners.
And they only let her eat leftovers. Oh.
Now the family owned a goat.
Led up to grades.
I can see already.
One morning when she'd had hardly anything to eat, she sat down on a big stump and cried her 2 eyes out.
All at once. All at once. All at once. Stop it! All at once, a strange old man stood before her. But the biggest surprise was that this old man only had 2 eyes, just like 2 Eyes herself.
The old man asked,
"What's wrong, my dear?"
It's my sisters. They never give me enough to eat.
Well, don't worry about that. You can have as much as you like. Just say to your goat, "Bleat, goat, bleat, and bring me lots to eat." And then you'll have plenty. When you don't want any more, just say, "Bleat, goat, bleat. I've had so much to eat," and the rest will vanish just like this.
And the kind old man vanished.
2 Eyes couldn't wait to give it a try. She said to the goat,
Bleat, goat, bleat, and bring me lots to eat.
the goat bleated, and a little table appeared.
The table was set with a tablecloth, plate, and silverware, and on it were dishes and dishes of wonderful smelling food.
This sure is better than leftovers.
2 Eyes sat down and started in hungrily. Everything tasted delicious.
When she'd eaten her fill, she said,
Bleat, goat, bleat. I've had so much to eat.
The goat bleated, and the table vanished.
You got that?
Look! Our little sister didn't eat anything. One Eye said,
Two Eyes started out, One Eye said,
I'm coming along to make sure you tend to the goat properly.
and then she followed Two Eyes to the meadow and kept a careful eye on her. When they got to the meadow, One Eye and Four Eyes were always nearby.
So Two Eyes never got to use the old man's rhyme.
When they got home, Two Eyes had to eat her bowl of leftovers. Then she went off to the woods and cried her Two Eyes out.
All of a sudden, all of a sudden, stop it! All of a sudden, the kind old man appeared again.
What's wrong, my dear?
It's my sisters. The goat can't bring me any food because One Eye's always watching me.
Well, don't worry about that. You can stop her if you like. Just sing her this song. Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep? Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep? Keep singing that and then she'll sleep soon enough.
Then the kind old man vanished.
The next day, when Two Eyes went to the meadow, One Eye and Four Eyes again came along to watch her.
Hey! I learned a song. Do you want to hear it? No. Well, here it goes.
And she sang her special song over and over.
Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep? Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep?
As Two Eyes sang, the eye on her sister's forehead went to sleep.
And when Four Eyes was busy elsewhere, Two Eyes said to the goat,
Bleat, goat, bleat, and bring me lots to eat.
the goat bleated. The table appeared and Two Eyes ate her fill. Then she said,
Bleat, goat, bleat. I've just had so much to eat.
The goat bleated, and the table vanished. Then Two Eyes shook her sister.
Wake up, you sleepy head. I wasn't sleeping.
when they got home, Two Eyes didn't touch her bowl of leftovers. After she'd gone off to bed, Three Eyes asked,
I know. I fell asleep. But you don't have to pin everything on me.
Well then, how about my special little brother? Did you see anything?
I didn't see a thing because I'm the blind one. Besides, I don't like the way how you call me special. It breaks my heart. If you think you can do anything, then you go tomorrow.
Fine, I will.
so the next morning when Two Eyes went to the meadow, Three Eyes came along and kept three careful eyes on her. Two Eyes said,
Hey, I learned a song. Do you want to hear it?
no.
Well, here it goes.
And she sang to her over and over.
Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep? Is your eye awake? Is your eye asleep?
As Two Eyes sang, the eye on her sister's forehead went to sleep, but her other two eyes didn't.
Three Eyes pretended, though, by closing them almost all the way and peeking through.
She couldn't quite hear what Two Eyes told the goat.
Bleat, go bleat, and bring me lots to eat.
But she saw everything.
Let's go.
That night, when Two Eyes had gone off to bed, One Eyes asked,
So what happened?
Well, I found out that our little sister knows a charm to make the goat bring wonderful food. The only problem is I didn't hear everything she said.
Ha! Figures.
At least I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, how dare you!
Oh, do you want to go?
Oh, yeah! Stop fighting and think. What are we going to do now? I got it! Let's get rid of the goat. Yeah. Go away, you stupid goat! Yeah, get out of here, you stupid rascal! Where is he? How should I go? Let's get rid of him! Yeah!
The next morning, One Eye told Two Eyes,
You thought you could eat better than your family, didn't you? Well, the goat's gone, so that's that. Ha!
Two Eyes went down to the stream and cried her two eyes out.
again, 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 stop it! Again, the old man appeared.
What's wrong this time, my dear?
It's my sisters. The song didn't work on Three Eyes, and now they chased away my goat.
Silly girl, that charm was just for One Eye. For Three Eyes, you should have sung, Are your eyes awake? Are your eyes asleep? But don't worry about that. Here. Take this seed, plant it in front of your cottage. Soon you'll have a tall tree with leaves of silver and apples of gold. And when you want one, just say, Apple hanging on the tree, I am Two Eyes, come to me. And an apple will fall right into your hand.
And again, the kind old man vanished. So Two Eyes went home and waited till her sisters weren't looking. Then she dug a small hole and planted the seed.
The next morning, a tall tree stood before the cottage with leaves of silver and apples of gold. Two Eyes found her siblings gaping at it in astonishment.
What? All at once, Three Eyes cried,
Look, a man!
Oh, score! Oh, mama! Come to mama!
A handsome knight in his full armor, his visor over his face, and his loyal squire riding alongside.
Hey, there's a cottage up ahead. You should check that out.
Hey, there's a cottage up ahead. We should check that out.
Oh no! Quick, hide her little sister!
So they hid Two Eyes in the bushes.
I know I'm a squire and all, but you automatically treat me like an inferior. Why is that?
Well, I am a knight, and you're just part of the other 99%.
But whatever happened to that hope and change you kept promising me?
You know what? Shut your face. I don't want to hear it.
See, there you go again, bossing me around.
Good morning, young ladies.
Said the knight as he rode up.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Beautiful tree you have there. I would dearly love to have one of those apples. In fact, I will grant anything in my power to the first lady who could give me one.
Must be nice.
The two sisters gasped.
They scrambled over the tree and jumped up and down, trying to grab the apples.
But the branches just lifted themselves higher, so the apples were always out of reach.
Meanwhile, Two Eyes peeked her head out from behind the bushes.
Hey, I think there's someone behind those bushes over there.
Hey, I think there's someone behind these bushes over there.
No.
Yes?
Well, just our little sister. Yeah, she's different, so we never let anyone see her.
But I want to see her. Young lady, please come out.
So Two Eyes came out from behind the bushes.
Oh my word! She is the loveliest young lady I have ever seen.
What? She only has 2 eyes. Yeah, that's way too many. No, Donnie, that's not enough. Oh,
Not in front of the knight.
The knight raised his visor for a better look.
Oh, he's got 2 eyes.
Sure enough, the knight had 2 eyes.
Young lady, can you give me an apple from that tree?
Of course I can.
Standing up,
Hanging from the tree. I am 2 eyes, come to me.
An apple dropped right into her hand, and she gave it to the knight.
That is a good apple. And now I will grant you anything in my power.
Yeah, he's the knight. He's all powerful.
Well, to start with, I'd like for you to take me away from these horrid, hateful people.
So the knight took 2 eyes back to his castle.
He does this every week.
I do this every week.
And since they had so much in common,
after all, they both had 2 eyes.
you can be sure they lived happily ever after.
As for the others, day after day they stood under that tree and repeated their sister's words.
Apple hanging on the tree. I am 2 eyes, come to me.
But the apples never fell for them.
And they never did figure out why.
Come on, ladies. Let's get out of here.
Just so you know, this is all your fault. Oh no,